So the target audience for my film are males between the ages of 16 to 26 and are middle class. My typical audience member is Robert. He's 21 years old and currently studying video game production and the video game market at Birmingham University. His favourite genre in both video games and movies is horror, particularly psychological horror. He gets a thrill out of being scared, especially in a game like Dead Space where the monsters are out to get you, the player, not just some actors on a screen. He's especially excited about the recent release of Dead Space 3 and pre-ordered it months in advance. Robert feels horror is an unfortunately neglected genre of the video game market, and he hopes to fix this by making a horror game of his own someday. His favourite game is Alone in the Dark, especially due to the strong psychological horror aspect in the game. His favourite horror film is The Shining, and is a great fan of Stanley Kubrick's work. Outside of video games and movies, Robert enjoys surfing the web and spending time on Facebook, YouTube and Reddit, where he can get a lot of laughs and keep up to date with his friends. When he's not studying and working on university projects, he plays the piano in his spare time for entertainment and at a fairly high level. Most weekends Robert spends out with his friends, whether they go drinking, playing poker, or simply having a gaming weekend. It's always something for him to look forward to after a week of work. Sometimes Robert tries to drag his friends to the movies when something awesome's come out. Most of the time they do come, but if they don't want to, he's pretty content on seeing it by himself if he really wants to see the movie. Robert also has a part-time job at Game. So the reason I've selected this target audience is that males will be able to relate to my film more, and as a result feel more scared, since it focuses on a male protagonist throughout the film, and the male victim in the opening sequence, both of which are relatively good friends. The age range is aimed towards teenagers and young adults, where they are more understanding of horror and willing to see a horror film, usually with friends at a party, whilst older audiences may not be able to fully appreciate horror as their taste in film genres may differ greatly. What's more, since the main character of the film are the teenagers, my target audience will be able to relate to the characters much more and could put themselves in the same situation and increase their immersiveness in the horror experience. It will make the situation more believable and realistic, despite nothing in the film being real. The film also provides escapism for the audience who may wish to escape the daily, perhaps boring lives for something more different and a lot more interesting. For my target audience who may have a lot of work to do, the idea of escapism is very appealing.